Happy Monday. I can't believe we're halfway through July already. It's crazy, but we're going to start this week off with a really nice feel-good sequence. So we'll be doing spiral twists, lotus pose, and then also a bit of work on the hamstrings. So as usual, before we start, feet hip width apart, rolling your shoulders back and down, and 4 deep breaths in through the nose and then out through the mouth. So just taking this first breath. Just really letting the air just exhale out through the mouth. Just 2 more. And then last one. Really nice. So we're going to come straight down onto the mat now. So you just want to keep both legs just to one side to start with. So you're just coming on to rest on the glute and the thigh of one side of your body. So just keeping those feet sort of in line, so the knees directly over the ankle of the other foot. You're placing one hand just behind you. You can have it off the mat if it feels comfortable. You need a bit more space. And then what we're going to do is with the other arm, we're just going to roll it, so from that foot all the way across the body, and then when it comes to the side, you're lifting up off the mat. You might find that you adjust your feet now, so your knees are both on the floor, and then just stretching away. If you need to make any adjustments with the hand, bring it closer, please feel free, and then just keep rolled up in this position. Maybe even you might want to move your legs further apart if that feels comfortable as well. So just make adjustments for you. And then just taking a big inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So this is quite a relaxing stretch, I find. You've got a really good C-shaped stretch down the side of the body. If this is a bit too much, you can just come a little bit lower, drop the bum and just do the same move with your arm. And you might find that other hand just reaches a bit further away and you can still get a good stretch here. If you're at the top and you want a bit more, inhale and just open the arm up a little bit over the head so your chest is more pointing towards the sky. And breathe. So to slowly roll down, just let the arm come back over the head, rolling all the way back down until you're in that seated position. Really nice. So that is a spiral twist. So before we go to the other side, we're just going to come into a lotus position. So the soles of the feet come together, so you're still in that seated position, and you can just let the knees just drop down. So if this is a bit uncomfortable for you, to make it easier, bring the feet further away from the body. You can either have a cushion or anything padding under the knees if it's a bit too painful or a bit uncomfortable. It shouldn't be painful, so if it is painful, just stretch those legs away and you can come into this position. If you want a bit more, however, you can just bring those heels a little bit closer to the body and then just slowly taking hold of those toes. So wherever you are, just try and make your spine long so you've got good, strong posture. And really feel that stretch in those inner thigh muscles. So just taking some deep breaths. And then maybe even folding over the legs. Just slowly tilting forward, which you will find enhances that stretch on those inner thigh muscles. So slowly start to roll up and then release the feet. And then we're going to go to the spiral twist now on the other side. So keep your legs round to the other side. Again, you might, from previous, you might want to find your legs a bit further apart or closer together, whatever feels comfortable for your legs and also your hips. With with the hand again, just place it behind you. And again, you've got the lower option of just twisting round in this position and just maybe having a little bend in that back arm so you can really feel that C-shaped stretch across the side of the body. Or if you want to come off the glute and the bum, just slowly roll up. Again, really pushing away with the hips, so you'll find it opens up those hips, and then just really stretch away. So I find this really opens up the front side of my body. And I also find that my eyes just naturally want to close at the top here as well. So just having a few deep breaths here. And then if you want a bit more, you can just slowly open up the arm a little bit so your chest again faces the sky. And then ever so slowly we're rolling all the way back down, back onto the floor. Really lovely, well done. So keeping the legs, we're just rotating round. So we're staying on the floor, adjusting so you can roll back onto the mat, and then just hug your legs in to just help you roll back down onto the floor. Really good. So we're going to just do a hamstring stretch now. So just keeping hold of that front leg, letting the back one drop down, and then we're straightening the leg up. So you definitely might find that there's a little bend in that leg, but that's absolutely fine. And just initially just hold the back of the thigh, so your hamstring. So you want to just bring that leg, you're just slightly bringing it towards you until you can feel your hamstring engage. And you might find that your hands naturally want to come up to the calves, but try and make sure that the top part of your back is still pressed up onto the floor. You don't want to bring your head up. We're just relaxing down and we're just feeling that stretch in the leg. With the other leg, you can either keep it there, or if it's more comfortable, just straighten it away and just really sink down into this position. If you want to enhance this flexibility, with every inhale, just maybe just an inch or so, you might want to see if you can bring that leg a little bit closer, but again, it's very small movements here. Please don't yank your leg. And then finally, to engage those calf muscles a bit, you can just slowly point that top toe and then slowly flex it. So particularly as you flex it, you should feel those calves engage. And again, you can keep pulling that leg just slightly towards you just to keep that tension. So a couple more breaths here. And then slowly drop that foot all the way down and the leg. So bringing the other leg back up, and we're changing to the other side. So back leg, hug it in, holding the hamstring. And then slowly just see if you can feel your hamstring engage. Again, with the option, bring your hands up to the calf, or even it might come as far as the ankle if you're super flexible, but just making sure your upper back is still pressed on the floor. Front leg, you can either keep it where it is, or just slowly extend that leg away. So keep that tension, just to feel that hamstring stretch, and breathe. So let's engage the calves now. So slowly point the toe and then flex that foot. So again, we're pointing the toe up and then flexing that foot. Really good. So just keep working through this motion. Just a couple more. And then slowly bring that leg and foot all the way back down to the mat. Amazing. Then the other leg up to join. And then you might want to hug those legs in, just rolling lightly from side to side. And then use those legs to just roll up into that seated position. So thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed the session. Namaste.